Hi, hello everyone. I'm first time to record those videos. I'm using free software, so you will get some kind of noise as well. So sorry for that. And coming to the point, I have been asked a question. Fetch the employees whose age is greater than 50, and for those employees we need to double the salary. That is the question. So this is the details they have given. So and he want to test, like, the conditions he has given me is like the you should use record, not the class, so where we do use the pojo objects, right? Not that one. So first, that is the condition, use record. And the second condition used is that don't use arrays.as to create the employee objects. He asked me to use list.of, and he asked the question. So before he giving me the questions, he asked me the question, what is the record? That is the question he is asked. And he is asking me what is the listed.of in Java. That is the question he is asking. And the third question is like we need to use the streams. So we need to know what the streams are. So that is the three prerequisites you need to. So this is the questions he asked before he is giving me this question, so that he knows that I know these concepts. Even though if I don't know also, he will ask this question. He asked me this question at that time, like, I know record but I don't know the listed of. I know streams but I don't know the listed of. So here I'm trying to give you the answer you the things, like, so here first we need to create an employee record, or you see what record, with the fields that he mentioned. Okay, record employee, employee. Okay, I need to declare int id, int age, int double salary, and string name. So this is the employee record. Normally we do create the other way, right? Like, what do you say, insert class body to complete, and we need to have the, this is the record syntax. We need to have this is the record syntax. Sorry, I missed something, but I will again. Now I'm trying to do, we need to, how we will do, first we need to stream, right? First of all, we need to have the list of employees, list of employee emp is equal to, he asked me to use the list.of. So list.of, and now we can have the new employee, id 1, age 30, salary 1000, name Anil, okay, and we will create one more record, new employee, okay, id 2, age 34, salary 4000, name Kiran. Okay, so this is the employee records. So list.of, okay, these are the employees we have, list.of. So here is the list is an interface. The question he is asked, list is an interface, how can you use the of? That is the question. We cannot use the methods of interface, right? That is the question, how are you able to use? So here the thing is, like, I will give a high level thing, list.of. If you click on this one, go to this definition, of is in a static method. Let's say whether it is a static method or a non-static method, how can you use the, how can you call the methods of an interface? So in Java there is a concept, like they have introduced in around Java 9, I guess. We can have the default methods and static methods. Static methods, they will have the implementation. And if you see here, control go to, sorry, already we have this one, right? Open. So it is used using immutable collection. It is implement this list class. So here you need to, so here the main thing is that you need to learn the two concepts. One is default and static methods in interface. So that we need to learn here. Okay, so now I'm coming to the main program. Now emp dot stream, enter. So how to in because now we come into the concept of streams. So first we need to filter. So any of the data we have, like, we can filter them using filter. Employee, it's a lambda expression. Emp dot age greater than 50. So let's say I will take a 29 here because I already created the employees, right, with the age 30 and 34. Now again we have to map for the transformation because we need to change the salary for these employees, right? So for that, emp, so new employee, so emp dot id, emp dot age, we don't need to change anything age, but we need to say the emp dot salary, we need to multiply it by 2, and emp dot name. He's asking one more question. In the name we need to change from A to Z. Dot replace, if there is A, we need to replace it with the Z. I missed that part. We need A and Z. So this is the logic. emp dot name dot replace character A with the character Z. Okay. Anything wrong here? Let's say, let me keep in the multiple lines. For our sake of understanding, otherwise it's not needed. So here this one, it is closed, open, closed, and we need to close the employee. Okay, let me remove it. Is it needed one more? Yeah, it needed one more. So now we change it. Now what we need to do, we need to collect this object. Let me remove it and rewrite it. Here is one more practice needed. Okay, this for this one is closing this one, it is closing this one. What is the error? Quick fix, add argument to match. It is asking to add employee. See, that is what we did. So instead of like emp dot name, so that's what he's asking, dot replace A with Z. Okay, so it is done. From here what we need to do, dot collect collectors dot to collectors dot to list. Okay, now we need to keep it like, now I'm making it to, now we need to make it to the list of employee emp modified equal to. Okay, so here it is the, we have the same, right? We need to change it here I am changing it to employees. Okay, because we cannot have this the same thing. Now it is done. So collect is again streams related thing, right? here we need employees dot stream. Now let me print it. Sysout command. If I try to execute this one, maybe you are not seeing the screen. If I execute again, see now it is printing only 30, employee with age 30. So it is printing both, but let me make it to the whose age is greater than 31. Sorry, now it is printing both. Level to check whether it is printing only these things or not. So if now it is printing only 34 age, it's not printing both. So here we need to learn three concepts using record. So record is the thing like they want to understand, like the Java 17, and they will ask, as I said, like you need to learn a list of, so that you know the concept of default and static methods in the interface. So they will ask the question like difference between interface and abstract class, okay, that you can cover. And the streams, this is very easy, like if you know the streams concept, this is the regular one only, basic streams question only, like if you the question that we have here. But when it is combined with other things, it will be a little tricky question. It's not a complex question, but it's a little tricky question, that's all. Okay, thank you.